TriLLG.
What's good, guys? It's your boy TriLLG. Don't mind the squinting. I haven't even seen light yet. It's morning right now. I'm still in my dark room. So this laptop is just bright as, oh my gosh, it's bright to my eyes. So I'm just probably gonna be like this for this entire discussion. But let's get into it. Let's talk about the black family and how we are potentially creating a lopsided effect in our fight to erase white supremacy. We are creating black supremacy. Not black power, but black supremacy. Why is that? Because your average white person, they actually don't have access to the elitist system that allows them to be superior to black people. They may feel, there might still be a bunch of white people who feel that they're superior to black people, but they don't literally have access to be a part of the entity that literally has oppressive superiority over everyone. So now let's look at the black people. We love to call ourselves kings and queens, gods, goddesses, brothers and sisters, but we don't behave like that. And I'm not talking about whether it be a minority or a majority of individuals who are giving the rest of us a bad name. If it's a majority, then hell, okay, it's a majority, then bang, conversation over. But if it's a minority of us, then I guess the conversation isn't over, right? Wrong. Conversation is still over because we're here calling ourselves kings and queens. I'm a part of this problem myself. I love to call, young brothers, I like to call them young gods. I don't even call them brothers. I call them young gods, you know what I mean? I call it women queens and stuff like that. But you have to understand what those terms represent and the responsibility that comes with the terminology, right? I don't understand if there is a white superiority that has allowed white people to be so successful, yet they ain't going around calling each other kings and queens. They ain't calling each other brother and sister. Well, now you'll see them say, "Hey, what's up, brother?" and sisters gotta stick together and stuff like that. But that's off of black culture. That's not really them for themselves saying, "Yeah, yo, we're brother and sister." So this is where it comes to now. If I'm gonna call myself a king, I don't have kids, then who am I ruling? My community? Then that means I must be responsible for their wants and needs. If I am truly considering myself a king. If I'm calling myself a queen and I don't have any children, who am I queen of? My community? Have I given birth to them? What am I doing to feed and maintain them? Okay, let's say I do have kids. So I'm a queen and I have 2 kids, 3, 5 kids, 10 kids. There's billions of people in this country. But let's say, okay, well, not the country. You can have multiple queens in one district. So, okay, on your street, on your block, there's hundreds of families on your block. What are you doing to truly be considered a queen in comparison to the rest of those mothers on your block? See, and that's why I don't like this black power movement at this point in time, because it's not actually teaching us to harness power. It's teaching us to harness semantics and to harness, terminology that ostracize other cultures from actually communicating with us. And I'm talking about the people who are supposed to be the most woke, the most forward-thinking, the conscious community even. But this is not just the conscious community, this is the black church as well. This is just average black people who appreciate their black skin and appreciate things that is supposed to equate being great, but don't employ those methods to ensure that we're all great, regardless. So if I'm I'm not going to say I'm a queen, if I'm a king, and the reason why I focus on queen, because they really do have a nurturing title. You even think of the queen ant and her job to literally bring forth an entire colony through her womb. An entire colony of ants through her womb. Through the creative nature of her body. Right? Come on. I don't really think it's we're worthy to call ourselves a queen or a king just because we became parents. My mom a queen just because she's my mom? No, she's my mom. Now, I might call her a queen because of the amount of children she's been forming and helping and building up over the years. She's been a daycare teacher and a babysitter and whatever you want to call it, and a foster aunt since before I was born. She's been taking care of children before I was born. And I'm her eldest son, so I can call her a queen probably from that perspective, but I still wouldn't because I don't see her law in terms of how it resonates within the community from her perspective, actually being done, right? Meaning king and queen. I don't see my parents' rulership over my city or over the block. Maybe in their local church or wherever their small group, they have that kind of control. But in terms of larger entities, we're not no kings and queens. We might have been kings and queens in terms of our lineage, but not everybody was a king and queen. Okay, and let's say we're brother and sister. Then that just makes everything awkward, because I don't want to smash my sister. I don't want to have sex with my sister. So why am I calling black women sisters? And then what, I can't call white women sisters then? Like, why are we calling ourselves brother and sister? Because we're supposed to be unified in some kind of fight, in some kind of movement, but black people aren't even unified. Some of us are like against the system, like me, but then some of us are for the system and for cultivating and keeping certain aspects of life going based on using the system versus uniting with your brother and sister. So why would you even call yourself brother and sister? You should just say big brother, because at the end of the day, anything you're getting from your local came from the government, came from institutions that are built off of capitalism, which is governed by the government. Or maybe you could say the government is governed by capitalism, but hey, they're one and the same, okay? So let's not call each other brother and sister unless we're really going to understand community. Let's not call ourselves kings and queens unless we're going to understand those rules. And lastly, let's not call ourselves gods and goddesses unless we have the mentality in our mind that's supposed to shape our reality. Stop using these terms so free-nilly. And like I said, I'm talking to myself. So I'm a big proponent of using such terminology, but I'm like, if we're not actually going to employ the methodology that allows us to use such terminology, then we're just playing into this word semantic game of black superiority. And until you can prove to me that black people are the ones truly running the world, and we're just pretending that we're oppressed, and we're just pretending to give, the elite the power, or pretending to slowly give ourselves power from the elite. Until, I don't know what world you live in, because in my world, right, Fukushima still exists, contaminating the entire Pacific Ocean and continuing to contaminate the rest of our bodies of water, right? But let's not get that deep. Flint, Michigan still exists. And Flint, regardless of whether you're American or Canadian, dog, if you're American, that's in your border. But if you're Canadian, that's right at the border. Flint, Michigan, Detroit, Windsor, right there, fam. We're not so far from the problems. So, if you're a god or you're a goddess, that means the problems of the world are yours. Right? And if you don't understand how you can be effective as a god or a goddess, then don't call yourself those terms. Okay? And like I said, this is for me and everybody who thinks similar in terms of using such terminology to describe their peers, friends, family. You gotta be wise. Alright? So, just a call out to the black community, to what we consider to be black power, what actually is black power. If we were to really dig down into the terminology of these words, etymology of these words, and understand what they literally mean, we would behave differently in order to be able to keep using those words, because they sound sick. I love calling myself a king, or calling a woman that, I appreciate, a queen, or, calling people around me who are considered comrades, friends, brothers and sisters. What's up, bro? What up, sis? What up, fam? But if I'm not behaving like they're really my family, then the terminology is just, just to keep me feeling nice at night. And just know you're really alone. Anyway, guys, you don't know, super joking.
Maxwell. Let it go. You keep word for bullshit, trapping's all I know. Rolling off someone's prescription, I bet you ain't know.
GSC, baby.